Howdy guys, right then, so Saab boost gate. I've been and had a hybrid turbo from a company called Falcon. It's an identical replica of the normal turbo. Obviously it comes with a manifold. It's for the 1.9 Z19DTH, which is a 150 brake horsepower 16 valve twin cam turbo diesel Saab 93 2008 TID. The previous turbo felt like it was starting to go. There were oscillations in power and it was just very weak compared to what it used to be. It had been remapped to 195.8 brake horsepower by Performance Torque in Wombourne on a rolling road, and it was a great map. Its 0 to 60 was probably just over 7 seconds roughly, and then for the last few months it's not really been up to much cop at all. It's just sort of been weak. So I bought a replacement turbo from Falcon Turbos. So we've got the hybrid. I've also just gone and had, this is the old boost solenoid. I've just had a replacement one of these from Auto Spares or wherever it is. It's the, where are we? Let's have a look. It's the proper thing from General Motors part code. I took it over to Fraser at Bagnall Saab and he fitted the turbo last week. It should have just automatically gone back to the 196 horsepower that the map set at, and it didn't. It stopped surging or oscillating because the previous turbo was on its way out. There was a little bit of a waggle on the inside that was a bit more than you'd really want, and everybody's been suggesting that I change the solenoid. I've just changed the solenoid. The circuit's working fine because I've had it on and off, and it comes up with limited performance when it's unplugged. That code goes away when it's plugged back on. And I've just done 2 driving tests with it. One with the solenoid unplugged and limited performance on the screen. And I'll edit the filming of that. It basically took about, I don't know, 20 seconds to get to 55 mile an hour, and then I stopped. I've put it back on again. I've plugged it back in again. This is the old one, of course. And the boost gauge is going up to about, it's supposed to go up to about 23 psi. It's going 6, 11, 7, 2 and a bit, 12. It's all over the shop, but the boost is barely there. It feels like it's just running ambient. So the intercooler and all the pipe work have been checked. There's no leaks. There's nothing wrong with the engine whatsoever. There's no other codes. This is all from Fraser at Bagnall Saab, so he knows everything about it. He's really good at it all. The solenoids made no difference either. Now, if this was a standard original OEM replacement turbo, you'd expect it to go back up to the 196 brake that the map's on. Even though this is a hybrid, it's not a bigger turbo. It's got better ball bearings inside. It's got lightened and better propellers and whatever you want to call them, spinny bits. So effectively, it should be less laggy and just as powerful until I've had the map, because this new turbo's rated for 250 brake when I've had it rolling roaded on the 5th of September. But I'm just at a loss. You know, does anybody know what else there is to check? Yeah, but if you can just pop some comments down for me. No leaks, no turbo issues. It's brand new. Brand new solenoids. The circuit works because limited performance, that disappears when it's plugged back in. Just basically confused. Cheers. Right, I've unplugged the solenoid and this is going to be foot down in sports mode. So sports mode, but it's not going to give it to me unless I clear that message off there. There we go. So we're in sports and I'm just going to record the screen. The vacuum or the boost gauge should go up to 23, and you'll see the load gauge, this one, that should go to 99.6 or 7 or something like that, just underneath 100%. And then obviously you've got the revs and the speed there. So here we go, foot down now. That's 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, get some pigeons out the way, 50 mile an hour, no power at all. Right, so I've reconnected the solenoid and I'm just going to floor it in sports. We've got no limited performance code come up this time, and I'm in drive sport, so here we go again. Foot down. Nothing. 16, 14, 15, 9. This should be 23 on the boost all the way through. So a little bit quicker than before, but nothing really. Not a sausage. It feels like it's about 100 horsepower still. That should go straight up to about 23 psi on the boost, and it should stay there, and it should stick you back in your seat.